Welcome to my channel. Hi guys. In this video, I'll show you how to install and configure the NETGEAR Nighthawk RS90 Wi-Fi 7 router. By the end of this guide, you'll have a fast, secure, and reliable Wi-Fi network ready to use. Unpack your router. Your package contains the router, an Ethernet cable, and the power adapter. The type varies by region. Cable your router. Connect your router to a modem and power on your router. Unplug your modem, remove and reinsert the backup battery if it uses one, and then plug the modem back in. Use the Ethernet cable to connect the modem to the yellow internet port on the router. Connect the power adapter to your router and plug the power adapter into an outlet. The router's power LED lights solid white when the router is ready. Connect to the router Wi-Fi network. Make sure that the router is receiving power, its power LED is lit. On your computer or mobile device, open your Wi-Fi network management application. This is the application that lets you manage your Wi-Fi connections. Find and select the router Wi-Fi network name, SSID. The router's default Wi-Fi network name, SSID, is on the router label. Enter the router Wi-Fi password. The router's default Wi-Fi password is on the router label. The Wi-Fi password is also known as the network key or passphrase. Your computer or mobile device connects to the Wi-Fi network. Connect to the router using a wired connection. Make sure that the router is receiving power, its power LED is lit. Connect an Ethernet cable to an Ethernet port on your computer. If your computer doesn't have an Ethernet port, you might be able to connect a USB to Ethernet adapter to a USB port on your computer, and then connect the Ethernet cable to the adapter's port. Connect the other end of the Ethernet cable to an Ethernet LAN port on the router. Your computer connects to the local area network, LAN. Types of logins. ISP login, the login that your internet service provider, ISP, gave you logs you into your internet service. Your ISP gave you this login information in a letter or some other way. If you cannot find this login information, contact your ISP. Wi-Fi password, your router is preset with a unique Wi-Fi network name, SSID, and password for Wi-Fi access. This information is on the router label. The Wi-Fi password is also known as the network key or passphrase. NETGEAR account login, the free NETGEAR account that you need to register your router, manage your router remotely, and manage your subscriptions. If you do not have a NETGEAR account, you can create one. Router login, the router login password that you need to log into the router with the admin username when you use a web browser to access and configure the router. Automatically set up your router. Make sure that the router is powered on. Make sure that your computer or mobile device is connected to the router with an Ethernet cable, wired, or over Wi-Fi with the preset security settings listed on the label. Note, if you want to change the router's Wi-Fi settings, use a wired connection to avoid being disconnected when the new Wi-Fi settings take effect. Launch a web browser. The page that displays depends on whether you accessed the router before. The first time you set up the internet connection for your router, the browser goes to http://www.routerlogin.net and the configuring the internet connection page displays. If you already set up the internet connection, enter http://www.routerlogin.net in the address field for your browser to start the installation process. The page that displays recommends that you use the Nighthawk app. However, the current procedure describes how you can use the router web interface. If the installation process does not start and the browser does not display the page that recommends that you use the Nighthawk app, do the following. When you set up your router while the router is in factory default state, the browser automatically starts the NETGEAR installation assistant. After you set up the router, if you want to view or change settings for the router, you can use a browser to log into the router web interface. To log into the router web interface, launch a web browser from a computer or mobile device that is connected to the router network. Enter http://www.routerlogin.net. Note, you can also enter http://www.routerlogin.com or http://192.168.1.1. The procedures in this manual use http://www.routerlogin.net. A login window opens. Enter the router admin username and password. The username is admin. The password is the one that you specified when you set up your router. The username and password are case sensitive. The basic home page displays. Install and manage your router with the Nighthawk app. With the Nighthawk app, you can easily install and manage your router. The app lets you update the router to the latest firmware, allows you to personalize your Wi-Fi network, and helps you to register your router with NETGEAR. You can also manage your router remotely and use the Armor and Smart Parental Control services. The setup is now complete. If you're unable to set up to your NETGEAR Nighthawk BE3600 Wi-Fi 7 router, RS90, or need our assistance, then you can reach us. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.